Back here on the Rich Eisen Show on the Roku channel, we have some Kansas City Chiefs cheerleaders. We call that flavor. Good to see you, Trey Lance. He's sitting down. We got moving parts, literally moving parts.
Love it.
The Chiefettes, correct? Is that what we call? That's used to be the name, or just Kansas City Chiefs cheerleaders?
He just made that up.
I didn't make it up. It's called Google. It's what it says here. What are the Chiefs cheerleaders called?
Someone lied.
That is amazing, Trey.
I didn't make it up. Good to see you, Trey.
Great to see you too.
Thank you, ladies, for being here. Is this colder? Is it colder in here or warmer than actual Arrowhead? What is it? There we go. Very good. It's a little bit colder in here, but thank you for being here. We're right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Good to see you, Trey Lance.
Great to see you too. I mean, it's great to finally see you
in person.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing Zooms for 2 years now.
I've been looking at you. You've been a small little rectangle on my computer screen for all this time.
Finally, we're taking it to the next level.
We are taking to our relationship to the next level. Good to see you. By the way, turn around. That's my buddies Chris.
What's up, Trey?
TJ.
What's up, Trey?
Thanks for
coming. Mike Del Tufo. That's my sound guy right there.
Thank you for coming. Of course. Appreciate it. We were looking forward to this.
Yeah, we're here live on the Roku channel. Our terrestrial radio and Sirius XM audience are going to rejoin us in a couple minutes. How long you been in town for? Just get in?
Just got in last night. I'm out today.
You're out today?
Wow.
In and out,
Just
man.
That's how you do it.
Out.
Come in, knock it out.
Okay.
Back to work.
Fantastic. And is this the first Super Bowl you've been
This
to?
is, yeah.
Okay.
Last year I was in Cabo actually when I was doing my Super Bowl rehab.
Oh, is
my
that
Super Bowl
right?
media, excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Had to get out of
Media,
here.
and then the rehab.
This year is rehab. This
Okay.
year is Super Bowl rehab this morning.
Full
but,
Romo on me that you go
you
running
got
off
it.
to. By the way, that's a reference. You're probably too young now.
Dude, he was like in
Yeah,
elementary school.
I'm a
When
2000
Tony
baby.
Romo went to Cabo?
So he was 8.
Wow.
Tony, what did Tony Romo do in Cabo?
We're still trying to figure it out.
He went on a
Google
bye
that,
week. He
Trey.
went off to
Google that.
Cabo on his
okay.
bye week in the playoffs. It was a big to-do, Trey. But that's neither here nor there for you. Don't you worry about that.
Got you.
Back here on the Rich Eisen Show from the Super Bowl Convention Center, the Rich Eisen Radio Network. I'm sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk furnished by Grainger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Joining me here, our first guest of Super Bowl week right here on the Rich Eisen Show on the Roku channel and this terrestrial radio affiliate, Sirius XM and Odyssey and more, courtesy of Sleep Number, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Trey Lance. How you doing, Trey? Good to
I'm
see
doing
you.
great, man. It's great to see you too.
Good to have you
Oh
here.
man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I was noticing the way you got up here. You
were watching my walk. Huh?
I was watching your gait. No hitch in
My
your
gait?
up.
How'd it look?
Here's the deal. We are all over ankle watch for Mahomes, so we are experts on whether somebody needs help getting up a riser or down to the riser. You just hop right up. You look great.
I noticed you guys were kind of ready, holding the hands out and everything. Like I was gonna need a crutch or something. But no, we can go for a jog or something if you want. Like, I mean, whatever.
Trey, I won't lie. I was recording you, just your ankle.
My walk?
From you walked up there. I saw you walk on the steps. So we're going to analyze this footage
I'll
later.
pretend
But
like that's not weird. I'll pretend like it's not weird. Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. But no,
You are actually creeping me out, and it's your job not to creep me out and do what you did, by the way. So it's totally okay. How are you feeling? You look good.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a great spot with my recovery.
Okay.
Obviously, Sleep Number has been a huge part of that. My recovery. Come on, I mean,
Look at you.
you know how important sleep is for you?
Of course it
I mean,
is.
my Sleep Number bed, obviously I can raise my feet up.
Okay.
And I can put the ice, the Game Ready, Preventus, whatever I need on my ankle. Elevate my ankle.
Look at you.
And I'm in a great spot.
You want to work your number?
I mean, they got a foot warmer.
Okay.
I mean, how many beds do you know you got a foot warmer?
I don't know. I don't know of many of them.
I mean, I know your wife's feet get cold sometimes.
Okay.
So I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay. So
I know you're on a Sleep Number.
By the way, my setting's 60.
I'm a 35.
Okay, very good. Not saying that this is weird as well. So you're pitching me a bed? Is that what you're doing right now? I mean, I want to know about your ankle, and you're pitching me a bed.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just letting you know that
very impressive.
Sleep Number has been a huge part of that
Trey
recovery.
Lance, you're a leader, man. You're a leader.
I
Look at you
that.
leading. Look at you. You only know one speed.
Trying, man.
Okay, so you're ready for when? When are you ready to get back out there for the 49ers?
I will be fully throwing back on the field the last week in February, like truly taking drops, throwing.
Okay.
But it's gonna be it's gonna be a process, ups and downs, and it has been obviously with the second procedure and everything like that. But I feel like I'm in a really great spot, and OTAs I should be fully cleared. I did misspeak.
Okay.
When I was doing my exit interviews.
What do you mean?
And I said that I would be fully cleared in the next 3 weeks. but that was cleared to run.
Okay.
Not fully cleared.
Okay.
So people took that in a very different way.
Okay.
And my PT gave me a hard time about it.
Oh,
I'll say that.
PT, is that another
my physical therapist.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought not your HC. Your HC was
No.
Agree for that.
No, my HC is like, man, whenever you're ready to go, let's go. You know, Kyle. Kyle ready to go.
Right, but he can't, get you until April, right?
But, yeah. With the rule, he follows the rules.
Okay, of course. He's a rule follower.
Yeah, he got
coach.
fined one time.
Right.
I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that.
No, it's okay.
But he did get fined one time for OTAs. But it was our fault. We were going too hard.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Guys were sleeping on sleep numbers. Guys were waking up in the morning ready to go after a great night of sleep.
Trey, he might win Coach of the Year tomorrow night, so you don't have to cover for him.
I really don't see how he couldn't.
What was it like for you to watch this year play out?
It was hard. It was hard for sure. Ups and downs throughout the year. It got easier when I found my role. I went in, after probably a few weeks after my first surgery,
right?
And just talked to Kyle and was like, man, what can I do?
What was your role?
I started with base downs. Breaking down pressures, especially once Brock started playing it. It definitely picked up, which is around the time of my second surgery, right before my second surgery. But I needed something. I needed something to feel like I was contributing. That was the hardest thing for me, was getting to that spot where I'm feeling good. I'm doing my rehab. I'm in the meetings. I'm asking the right questions. But I didn't feel like I was truly helping. When a lot of time when Jimmy was playing, and obviously Jimmy's a vet. Jimmy's done it. He played at a really very high level.
Right.
But once Brock took over, like I felt like I needed the help. So whatever it was, base down pressures, third down pressures, red zone, I just tried to help as much as I could.
Well, I'm sure you were hearing all the coverage of Brock Purdy and the Magic Carpet Ride. We got
baller.
I know we got Kurt Warner coming on in hour number 2. We were on NFL Network equating Brock to what Kurt Warner did in 1999. But obviously lost in all of that was your role as potentially the future quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. At any point in time, did Shanahan pull you aside and say you're still the guy or anything like that?
It wasn't that situation, and I wouldn't want it to be that way. Brock played way too well, and Brock played at such a high level and handled himself the right way. I wouldn't want it to be a situation where I'm just handed something. And I feel horrible, obviously, for Brock for his injury. For me, I mean, I truly believe everything happens for a reason. Whether it's his, he's going to be better for it. Mine, I'm going to be better for it. And I'm excited to just get on the field and compete. So that's all I want an opportunity to do.
So you believe your next few months is about competing for this job?
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean,
everyone saw what Brock. Brock doesn't just come in and play that well, and I just get handed something out of the blue, and I don't expect that or want that. But I truly believe, I just want an opportunity to compete. That's all I wanted going into this offseason.
All right, and then one other thing that's been talked about, you in particular and the 49ers, is that this team we just saw is ready to roll, ready to win a championship, ready to do everything. The quarterback spot is too green. You still haven't had enough reps. I mean, you haven't played a lot of college and professional football the last few years due to COVID, due to your injuries, due to Jimmy G having the job in your rookie season. So what do you say to people that this is too much of a ready, win-now machine to be handed the reins to a guy who's yet to really do it?
I mean, all I can say to people at the end of the day is I'm going to do everything I possibly can to be as prepared as I possibly can to be ready to go every week. At the end of the day, I'm not going to promise anyone anything. I'm not going to promise anyone a certain number of wins, but I believe in myself, and at the end of the day, that's all I can do.
All right. What would it mean to pick up this trophy for you to win it one day?
We're going to get there. I was just with Christian, actually, on the flight yesterday.
With who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, yeah.
Who's my teammate now.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. It's pretty cool. Christian McCaffrey, that's a guy.
So what are you saying?
But just being able to talk about, this opportunity, how
what
close
does that
we
conversation sound like? Come on, let us in on it, Trey Lance.
I mean, we're close.
I mean, you just told me about your bed. I mean, what's more personal than that?
No,
So
we're right there. I mean, like you said, man, I mean, offensively, defensively, Fred Warner's the most intense human being I've ever been around, and I can't wait to just kick his butt during training camp, and he won't participate during OTAs. He won't participate during the OTAs because he doesn't want to smoke. But
wow,
I'm just playing. Fred,
I don't think he's playing. I'll be very honest with you. If I had to guess, is Trey playing or not playing?
And Drake Greenlaw too. But nah, truly, I mean, like you said, man, everything you said is 100% correct. I mean, this roster is ready to go. Coaching staff is ready to go. Plug to Bobby Slowick and Brian Greasy. Really hope they stick around.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about at the end of the day. I listen to it every week this year, talking about the ultimate goal, where we're trying to get to, and I'm just excited to be a part of it this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, you got to go out. It must be out of your skull that this is still, you haven't gotten a full season. You haven't gotten a full opportunity.
Yeah, it's kind of
crazy.
crazy.
It's been a long time. When was the last time you played a full season of football?
Right before COVID at
Right.
North Dakota State. Shout out to Bison.
There you go. Shout out to the Bison. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, what do you want to tell me about Sleep Number beds, Trey?
I mean, Sleep Number's just been such a perfect partnership for me.
Okay.
Like we talked about last year. You know the whole story about my mom always being hard on me about my sleep. I'm never admitting to her that I'm tired. But
Why,
I
you want to
understand.
stay up late? Is that what you're having?
I'm trying to stay up late. I didn't have a Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Game changer. You use the app?
I don't use the app. No.
Okay. Well, let me put you on the app. So the app.
Okay.
Are
you going to take your phone out? Go
you
for
got
it.
a minute?
Does he have a minute? I'm being told that you've got to. They're talking. He's talking about your product. You don't have to take Trey just yet. Okay.
So there's a Sleep IQ app.
There it is.
Opening it up right here.
Oh, there it is.
See it right
All
here.
right.
Sleep IQ app.
Yeah.
It will tell me how many hours of sleep,
Yeah.
my quality of sleep,
Right.
whether it's my average
Right.
hours,
Yeah.
average quality, heart rate variability.
Okay.
I mean everything. It's a game changer. Also, Sleep Number makes these cooling pads.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Right.
Sleep, nice cool mattress. I mean, sheets, anything. Literally whatever you need.
I need to have 66 degrees is my temperature sleeping. What about you?
I'm about
In the room. Do you turn it down?
I'm about 67, but I have my temperature so it starts to heat up at about 5:30.
Yeah.
So when I wake up at 6,
Yeah.
then it's a little bit warmer.
So you get out of bed, you don't want to be freezing.
It's hard to get out of
I
bed
do
when you
know
feel
that.
like you can see your breath.
I do know that. By the way, is this a competition? I said 66, you said 67.
I noticed that.
It's a game
I could
changer.
sleep colder than you, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
The bed warms up
You're tougher
before
than
you
me.
wake
By the
up.
way, when it comes to sleeping colder, you don't want any of my smoke.
Look at this.
By the way,
Y'all see this?
he's so locked in right now. What do you?
I'm just trying to show you my Sleep IQ app. My sleep score was
But you already
74
got the
other
free
night.
bed. Look at you. This is amazing.
No,
Look
but
at
this
this.
is, I mean,
Okay,
you
yeah.
need to get on the app.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you truly need to get on the app. It's really a game changer. Like you can see how many hours you sleep.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you can track it, and then you can understand. Okay, do I feel good today because I got a massage yesterday? Knowing you're probably getting a lot of massages. Or do I feel good because I got a lot
Trey,
of
I
sleep?
have 3 children. Okay, massages.
Or because
Get
you
out
did
of
some
here,
push-ups, Are you feeling good because you did a little workout, went for a walk, went for a hike? I mean,
Okay. Okay, very good. That's the.
Just throwing it out there for you.
Look at you, Trey.
The Sleep IQ, he's got his phone right there, and
I do.
I just
got
need to
his
make sure
phone.
you
He's on
guys
his phone a
are you
lot.
guys on Sleep Numbers?
I mean, I gotta get a bed first.
We
I
gotta
got-
get the bed.
okay,
first. We
let
didn't
me-
hook up,
These are
Trey.
guys-
That's the thing.
I got it.
Trey.
I got a
Because
discount
I had a
code.
rough night of sleep last
Trey,
night. Trey, I got
Trey,
a discount code.
Yeah,
to your
hotels.
left are 3 guys who want free stuff. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact,
Yes.
the guy at the very end never wears a thing he's ever bought. It's all
Respect.
free.
Respect.
It's all
Under
swag.
Armour.
Respect. Be careful. You
Whatever
need to
you-
keep it
Free
here.
Super Bowl hat.
I'm not going to ask you for free stuff.
No, we
to your
will.
left,
Yes.
I'm
it's
saying, I had a rough night of
it's
sleep
bad.
last
It's
night.
Like, what's
bad
that
going
shoe
your
you
left.
use?
Not really me. I'm a 13.
It's bad going your left.
13.
You guys
All
can
right.
take me. I mean,
He's a 13.
All right, Trey Lance, your prediction for Super Bowl 57. Who wins?
Chiefs.
Well, you didn't stutter.
Did not
Ooh.
stutter.
Why?
No. I mean, obviously they're both playing the Super Bowl, so no disrespect. The Eagles have had a great season. The Chiefs have had a great season. It's just my prediction.
Why? You can't just say it and just walk out. I mean,
I'm
is
not.
it because
Come
you're
on.
bitter? Are you bitter about what happened to your team last
I'm
week?
not bitter. I mean, it would have been nice to obviously see a real game.
Oh.
And I think both teams would
What
agree.
do you
with
mean
that.
it's a real game?
I mean,
It was a real game, wasn't it?
I mean, the whole real game. Yes, everything happens for a reason. True believer in that.
You
Okay.
lost some players.
No, but hold on a
we
second.
lost some-
Hold on a second.
Important.
Quarterback.
Trey.
So
important.
the
Trey.
fact that you
It wasn't
can't-
a real guy because 47 million people watched the game. I saw it. The team that won is here at the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, no, and
Okay.
I'm not taking nothing away from them at all. I'm not. I didn't even play in the game, so how am I going to sit here and take something away from them? I watched.
Right.
I watched just like you watched.
Yes, you did. That's true.
But you had the better seat.
But it hurt a little bit more. I mean, when you can't throw the ball and the other team knows you can't throw the ball, I mean, it's that's the reality of the situation. I think they would agree the same thing. I'm not taking nothing away from them. They're a great team and they beat us. That's at the end of the day. So I'm not going to take anything away from them at all.
Sounds like you are. I'm not going to lie.
I'm just making this. Let me make this very clear. I'm not taking nothing away from the Eagles. They absolutely deserve to be in the Super Bowl. They deserve everything they've gotten and more. And I think it's going to be a great game. My prediction is the Chiefs, but that means nothing. That's irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant. You said it, Trey Lance. It's good. Thank you for stopping by.
But shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Trey Sermon, all the guys on the Eagles that I'm good friends with.
Okay.
Excited to watch them, and I hope they ball out, all of them.
There you go. And so it'll be, I guess, the first real game since the AFC Championship game.
Will you stop?
On Super Bowl 57.
Will you stop?
I've had my sleep, Trey.
I think they understand.
I've had my sleep. I'm wide awake now.
All right, yeah.
It's getting
All right,
cold.
This is what we're doing.
Boy,
Okay.
the temperature's dropping.
This is how we're starting the day. Okay.
At
That's
Trey
great.
Lance 09 on Twitter, Trey.Lance on Instagram. Follow
Appreciate
this man.
that, man. Give me to a meal or something, man. Give me a shout out.
Give this man a follow, please.
Man,
all right. Thanks for being here. Courtesy of Sleep Number. I don't know if anybody could pick up that Trey Lance is here. It's part of Sleep Number. Well done.
I really needed a shirt. That would have been great.
What shirt?
Sleep Number shirt.
Well, guess what? You're going to get a Rich Eisen. I got a swag bag for you. There it is.
Trey, come on now.
Well, wait till you see what you get. Here we go. Let's pound it out.
Appreciate
Trey
that.
Lance right here on the Rich Eisen Show. By the way, the next guest is Joe Montana. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.